ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. Om Mandalam 6 Suktam 46. Rishi Shamyu Bharhaspatya Devata Indra Chandas Brihati Sato Brihati. Tvamithi Havamahe 46.1. O Indra, seers of Vedic hymns call on you, who is the distributor of wealth and knowledge. Leaders of men call on you, who is the master of the manifested universe in the killing of clouds. Like a charioteer calling his horses, we invoke you only in all directions. Or who is moving in the paths of the cloud? Killing of the cloud implies destroying ignorance. Indra Jivatma moves in the path of ignorance. Jivatma really does not move from body to body. 46.2. Sattvam Nashchitra Vajrahasta. O wonderful, holder of Vajra in the hands, splendid like the sun Indra, with your skill you are great. Praised by us, may you give us cows and chariot horses, along with knowledge like the prize given to a conqueror in a battle. Cows are indicative of nourishing food, and horses stand for speed and strength. Nourishing food imparts strength and speed. With this clarification, meaning of the ruk should become clear. 46.3. Yeah. Satraha Vijarshanir Indram. We call upon that Indra, who is destroyer of mighty foes and is observer of all. O Indra, endowed with 1,000 manly strength and abundant wealth, you who is the master of manifested wealth, please help us in our battle for acquiring wealth or knowledge. Here battle is against one's own internal enemies, product of ignorance. Badha se Janan Vrishabheva 46.4. O praiseworthy by Vedic hymns Indra, you fight those engaged in battle to subdue the wicked who give trouble to people like a bull with anger. We know you to be our protector, who is present in our bodies, in the pranas, in the sun. Indra is present in human bodies as Jivatma, in the sun as energy, and as air in the atmosphere. Indra Jeshtham Na Avhara 46.5. O Indra, you are most wonderful, and you are wielder of Vajra in the hands. You are endowed with good jaw and nose. By what power you fill both the earth and the space? By that power you bring us name, fame and food that gives much strength and is very nourishing. Indra bestows existence on all forms of matter, including human bodies, which are made of food matter. He also imparts Jivatma to living bodies. 46.6. Tvamukramamase Charshani Saham. O shining Indra, you establish men in happiness. You are mighty among enlightened beings and are subduer of enemy armies. We invoke you for our protection. Please cause all our enemies to be crushed, fear-stricken, and our foes easily subduable. No comments on this. 46.7. Yadindra Nahushishva Ujo. O Indra, please procure for us the strength and wealth that are found among your human subjects and the glory of 5 kinds of living beings of the earth, along with all manly powers procured by exertion. Here glory implies essence of life itself. 5 kinds of living creatures are those born from the earth, from sweat, from egg, from womb, and from the mind. Human powers can be physical, mental, and spiritual. With these explanations, the root should become comprehensible. 46.8. Yadva Trukshau Maghavan. O possessor of abundant wealth, Indra, when will you give us the strength by which we overcome? Our enemies in battles. The strength in a man endowed with knowledge and good virtues, and the strength in a very mighty, powerful person and in a foe. Different kinds of human strength are spelled out here. 46.9. Indra Tridhadu Sharanam Trivarutham. O Indra, please grant us a good, happy house made of 3 elements, giving threefold protection to wealthy persons and to me. Make them united with good light. Physically, a home is made of 3 kinds of materials: earth, wood, and metal, giving protection from rain, cold, and heat. Home may imply a human body consisting of 3 layers: grass, subtle, and causal, giving protection from physical, mental, and spiritual ailments. Ye gavyata manasa. 46.10. O abundantly rich Indra, ordered with good words, may you be the closest guardian of our bodies, along with them who are desirous of battle and who slay the enemy with a bold mind and thoroughly smite down his enemy's army from all sides. The Ruk is self-explanatory. Athas smano vridhe bhavendra. 46.11. O Indra, your warriors, seated above in their vehicles, go to battle with like birds in the atmosphere. With them, be our helper or augmenter and protect us constantly in our fight. Human help is referred to in the previous Ruk, while spiritual help is being implied by this Ruk. Otherwise, contents of both Ruks are essentially similar. 46.12. Yatra Shurasastanvo Vitanvate. O Indra, where the heroes exhibit their bodies to protect the sweet homes of their ancestors. There, you please give us an inconceivable home for our bodies and for our sons' bodies, keeping our enemies away. Inconceivable home obviously imply abode of Atma, which is the only one that is beyond all imagination or mind. Then enemies stand for ignorance created objects. 46.13 Yadindra Sarke Arvadaschodayase. O Indra, desirous of obtaining great wealth and food and glory, when you harness your horses and impel them to move quickly along a path where there is no war is going on, you appear to be like a falcon on its powerful course in search of food. As Jivatma, Indra moves from one living creature's body to another like a falcon moving quickly towards its prey. Definitely a good comparison. Great wealth, Mahadhana, here implies self-knowledge. Last book in the Sutta. Sindhuriva Pravana Ashuyayato. O Indra, like speeding rivers rushing down on a steep descent, or like birds attracted to the sound of their bait, if you impel your horses or spiritual light rays holding their reins in your hand, then going to any place on the earth should be easy. Comment on the previous rik is applicable to this rik also, which is indicative of the quick movement of Indra. We go to the next Suktam, which is a very important one. Suktam 47. This is from sage Garga Bharadwaja, Devada, Soma, Indra, Dundubhi, etc. Chandas, Trishtup, Brihati, Anushtup, Gayatri, Dvipada Virat, Jagati. Many riks in this very important suktam carry implied meaning and hence not easily comprehensible. 6.47.1 Swadushkilayam Madhumang Udayam. This Soma essence, Haim, is very delicious and full of sweetness. It is strong and juicy. No one can resist Indra in sacrifices when he drinks this juice. This Haim is sweet and full of knowledge. This adds to the glory of Indra. Hearing this, he surpasses others in greatness. This Soma could also be flowing essence of Atma, as we can see later. 6.47.2 Ayam Swaduriha Madhishtha Asa. Indra becomes very powerful by drinking this spiritual Soma juice, by which he takes delight in the killing of cloud-like enemy or ignorance. He overcomes many powers of the cloud. Being very much advanced in power, he smites down 99 fortresses of the cloud. Indra kills the physical cloud in the sky or destroys ignorance, killing internal enemies which are products of ignorance. 47.3. Ayam me pita udiyartivadamayam. Drinking this spiritual soma juice, my speech comes up. My intellect, desiring knowledge, strengthens. This enables a man of meditation to acquire the knowledge of the six spaces or worlds, different from which there is no other world. The six worlds could be Hu, Hua, Swa, Maha, Jana, Tapa. 6.47.4. Ayam sayo varimanam prithivya. It is this Atmiya Soma which makes the earth expansive and vast, and causes rain through or by means of the light of the sun. It upholds fluids in plants and in cows, and fluidity in water. It makes the atmosphere vast. Here, Soma represents the flowing essence of Atma. Making use of Atmiya Soma essence, Indra manifests the 5 different forms of basic matter from the space to earth. This comment is applicable to the next sloka also. Ayam vidat chitra drishigam arna. 47.5. This pure grass soma in the face of Usha, the dawn, in her abode or in the atmospheric sky, creates the worth-seeing water and the great and mighty Marus wind. This great one, with his upholding power, holds the space in its place. We go to 47.6. Drishat piba kalashe somamindra. O killer of the cloud, brave Indra, please drink Atmiya Soma SL in a vessel in the battle for the acquirement of wealth. May you fill your stomach in the midday session of the knowledge sacrifice. You, who is a storehouse of wealth, please give us riches of all kinds. Indra is being invited to enjoy this spiritual soma and create the material universe containing infinite diverse forms. 47.7. Indra prana pura ereva pasya. O Indra, like a leader, look up on us with love. Please convey very good wealth to us. Lead us well to surpass the strength of our foes. Be our guardian and nicely take us across miseries. Becoming the follower of righteous code of conduct. Be the enforcer of admirable laws. Most of the book is self-explanatory. Miseryless state is naturally birthless state of Brahman. Admirable laws are laws of nature. Very good, best wealth may mean self-knowledge. 47.8. Urum no logamanuneshi vidwan. O very wise Indra, please lead us to the vast, diverse, worldly prosperity. Also, may we attain that spiritual light which is free from fear, is pleasure-giving and prosperous. We take shelter in your great and strong arms. you are advanced in knowledge. Seer is asking for worldly wealth and spiritual light which is free from fear, because that spiritual light is non-dual. Rest of the book is self-explanatory. Varishtena Indra Bandhuredha. O abundantly rich Indra, endowed with hundreds of riches, you please provide us a seat in your best chariot drawn by two swiftest horses or rays of spiritual light. Please bring us the best food among food materials. O admirable Indra, please do not keep us away from wealth. Superficial meaning of the rig should be clear enough. Seer of the Sukta is requesting Indra to take him to self-knowledge by harnessing the speedy spiritual rays of light. Here, best food implies self-knowledge, which is the best among all the foods for the mind and not for the body. Indramala Mahyam Jivadumicha 47.10. O Indra, please bestow happiness on me and desire long life for me. Inspire in me intellect which is as sharp as word. Please accept this praise which I speak and make me an enlightened man. This is self-explanatory, so also the two ruks that follow. Tradaramindram avidaramindram have have suhavam shuramindram 6.47.11. I invoke Indra, who is our protector, Indra, who is giver of knowledge, Indra, who is invocable easily in all knowledge sacrifices, Indra, who is brave and mighty, and Indra, who is admired by many. May this abundantly rich Indra give us happiness associated with Brahman, Atmananda. 47.12. Indra Sutrama Swavang Abobhi. May Indra, who is a good protector and possessor of much wealth, be giver of great happiness, bliss of Brahman, with his protective powers. Let him remove all malicious persons and make us fearless. May we become possessors of good valor or energy. May we attain fearless, miseryless state of Brahman. That is the gist of the Ruk. 47.3. 13. Tasya vayam sumatav yetniyasyavi. May we be in the good intellect and the auspicious mental dealing of that Indra, who is a good protector and possessor of much wealth. May he keep us away from all haters of truth, whether they are far away or nearby. Haters could mean non-believers in the oneness of truth. 47.14. Avatve Indra Pravato. O wielder of Vajra, Indra, sure and true words which are fastened onto you and Vedic hymns come to you, like waters of rivers flowing down a slope. Also, many kinds of wealth run towards you. You unite waters, speeches and joys or happiness. By implication, Indra unites or combines pleasures of the physical body, mental and spiritual. Water for physical, speech for mental, and joy for spiritual bliss. 47.15. Kaim stavat kah pranat ko yajate. Who nourishes all, who truly performs sacrifice, that abundantly rich Indra, full of splendor, always protects a man who glorifies him with his good actions, like moving his feet one after another, making the front foot to be the follower of the other. Indra naturally protects an intelligent seeker of the self. It is so natural to him, just like a man walking with his 2 feet, putting one foot after another. 47.16. Srinve Veera Ugram Ugram. I hear him to be a hero who subdues every strong man, taking all different persons to the course of justice. Indra is a hater of the haughty and is illuminator of both the space and the earth. He calls upon all his human subjects to discharge commands prescribed by him. No explanation may be necessary on this ruk. 47.17. Para Purvesham Vesham Sakhya Vrinakri. Indra gives up his friendship of the older bodies and destroying them enters into friendship with others, shaking men who are devoid of experience. He goes beyond ancient autumn seasons. This is an interesting ruk in support of the theory of rebirth. Indra, universal Jivatma, destroying old, worn out bodies, enters new bodies, giving life to new living creatures. He destroys all men who do not realize experience of truth. Indra, Jivatma, is the same. From the beginning, living creatures appeared on the earth, or Indra is beyond time. 47.18. Another important sutta. Rupam Rupam Pratirupo Babhuva. Indra becomes the image of the real one in all forms. For viewing that real one, he goes to different forms by his illusory powers, harnessing his horses or spiritual light rays to innumerable bodies. Indra, universal Jivatma, is the image of worthless Brahman, reflected on the mirror of ignorance, or the mind itself is unreal. Indra appears as Jivatma in different living bodies, imparting existence and consciousness to them. This is the simplest explanation of the ruk. 47.19. Yujano Harita Rathe Bhuri. Yoking the 2 horses or Atmiya rays, spiritual light rays, to the body, Indra Jivatma shines well here. Who will take the side of ignorant people when wise enlightened men are sitting there? Ignorant people do not see the shining self present in their bodies. enlightened men realize the self within and become one with it. 47.20 Agavyudi kshetram aganmadeva deva. O shining beings, I have come to a barren land. This vast earth has become a land where there are battles going on all the time. O Brihaspati, in combination with well-trained or cultured speech, please give me knowledge. O Indra, for your praiser who is immersed in misery, this way, please show the right path. Seer of the Sutta is requesting Master of Vedic knowledge Brihaspati to give knowledge of the self and Indra to lead him to truth. This is as much applicable today as in the olden days. Dive dive Sadrishiran Yamartham. 47.21 Indra, manifesting as sun in the space, divides the globe into two halves. Every day he dispels darkness of the night in the same way on both the halves. Mighty Indra destroys the higgling-haggling servants and the shining cloud in their own shed up in the atmosphere. First part is a simple description of appearance of day and night on the two opposite halves of the earth. The other part talks about destruction of cloud in the atmosphere, which can be taken in the physical sense or in the spiritual sense. Sun's rays cause formation of cloud for carrying water vapor, and for moving the cloud upwards in the atmosphere. 47.22 Prastogayinu Radhasasta Indra. O Indra, your admirer gives 10 pots full of wealth and 10 swift movers. From the giver of light, you receive wealth and water in the cloud for a hospitable man. The sun produces water-bearing clouds, pots of wealth. Sun's rays produce swift-blowing winds, which move the water-bearing clouds in the atmosphere surrounding the earth. Thus, Indra receives water and energy from the sun for the inhabitants of the earth. 47.23 Dashashvan Dasha Koshan Dasha. From the giver of light, we get 10 horses, 10 treasures of wealth, 10 cloths, 10 stores of gold, etc. Giver of light could be the sun or Indra, physical or spiritual respectively. Basically, all kinds of wealth come from Indra, the manifested self. 47.24 Dasha Rathan, a virtuous person pervading in good virtues, uniting all, gives 10 horse harnessed chariots to non-violent sages and 100 cows for protection and nourishment respectively. Indra provides speed and power and nourishment for all human beings. 10 horses stand for 5 sensory organs, 5 organs of action. Each sage gets a chariot or body with these 10 horses harnessed to it. For wise sages, Indra bestows much spiritual food. Mahiratho Vishwajanyam 47.25. The son of a man who makes many just dealings associates with upholders of knowledge. They uphold that great wealth which creates all kinds of objects. Bharadwajas are upholders of truth, which is the great wealth mentioned in the Rig. The self only is the origin of appearance of matter and objects made of matter. A seeker of truth or ignorance of it, just dealings, their just dealings, seeks the company of Bharadwajas. Means a seeker of truth seeks the company of Bharadwajas. Vanaspate vidvango hibhuya, vidvango hibhuya. 47.26. O protector of spiritual light rays, you are possessor of good, strong limbs. You take all beyond miseries. You are very brave and are equipped with refined speeches. Please be our friend and make us firm. Let your army of warriors conquer the armies of the adversaries, and they are to be conquered. Protector of rays of spiritual light should be Indra. Adversaries could be evil thoughts, product of ignorance. With this clarification, implied meaning of the Rig should follow automatically. 47.27. Divas Prithivya Paryoja Udhratam. O invoker, invoke with oblations the strength that exists in the space and on the earth, the strength collected from the trees, the energy from the waters which is covered by the rays of the sun, Indra's Vajra and his chariot. Here the strength physically may mean different forms of energy in the sun, in the space, in the fire on the earth, chemical energy stored in plants, heat energy in water vapor, etc. Vajra strength is spiritual. Indrasya Vajro Maruta Manikam 27.8. O shining chariot, you are like Vajra of Indra, or like the army of Marus, or the source of Mitra, or the center of Varuna. May that chariot conveying oblations and liking them accept the oblations. The chariot is one that conveys or carries objects from the qualities or comparisons of chariot. The seer is implying Atmiya Soma, who is the carrier of spiritual light like Vajra. The spiritual light ray is present in the shining beings mentioned in this Rig. 47.29. Upa Swasya Prithivim O Vadram, thundering like the sun, you please fill the space and earth with your noise. May your noise be known to all objects located in this world quite often and variously. May it drum, along with Indra and other enlightened souls, drive away the enemies very far. Noise produced by the war drum may symbolize the war cry of the inner voice of an acquirer of self-knowledge. This is heard by men often and variously. May this voice drive away evil thoughts from the mind of the seer of the Sukta with the assistance of his Jivatma and enlightened souls. 47.30 Akrandaya Balamuju Adha. O war drum, thunder out strength and fill us with energy. Drive away all evils and inspire us by making powerful noise. Let the noise be strong enough to drive away from here all enemies who wish to harm us. You are like the fist of Indra. Please make us stand firm. Based on the comments on the previous Ruk, implied meaning of this Ruk follows. Automatically. Last Ruk in the Sukta. 47.31 Amuraja Pratyavartayema. O Indra, like the war drum sounds symbolizing battle, please come to this battle, bringing these armies back. O leaders of men, our leaders of men are moving on to battle, mounted on the back of winged horses, spiritual likewise. Let those charioteers win their battle. Here the battle is within the mind of the seer of the Sukta. In this battle, may Indra, his Jivatma, bring all his protective powers. May enlightened souls also help him in this battle. May the righteous warriors win over evil forces. May truth dawn on the seer, is the gist of the Ruk. Thus, the 7th chapter of Ashtaka 4 ends with this Ruk and Sukta, a fitting end to the 4th Ashtaka. With this we conclude today's session. Viramastavat.